Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to online session. I am Dr. Selima Sultana, Associate Professor of Pharmacology and Therapeutics at Din Women's Medical College. Today, my topic is antiviral agents. What is virus? Viruses are obligate intracellular parasites. Their replication depends on the synthetic processes of the host cell. Therefore, to be effective antiviral agents, they must either block the entry into the host cell or exit from the cell or be active inside the cell. Now, the viral replication depends on several steps: attachment of the virus to the host cell, entry of the virus through the host cell membrane, uncoating of viral nucleic acid, synthesis of early regulatory protein, that is nucleic acid polymerase, synthesis of RNA or DNA, synthesis of late structural proteins, assembly or maturation of viral particles, and release from the cell. And now the classification of antiviral agents. According to organism, they act against agents to treat herpes simplex virus and varicella zoster virus infections are acyclovir, penciclovir, valacyclovir, famciclovir, etc. Agents to treat cytomegalovirus infections is ganciclovir. Anti-influenza agents are amantadine, rimantadine, etc. Agents to treat respiratory syncytial virus is ribavirin, and then there is antiretroviral agents, is nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors and non-nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors. Now, the nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors are lamivudine, zidovudine, stavudine, didanosine, etc. And non-nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors are rifavirin, nevirapine, etc. Now, the protease inhibitors are ritonavir, indinavir. Now, the classification of antiviral agents according to mechanism of action. Drugs that directly impair viral replication are acyclovir, ganciclovir, amantadine, rimantadine, lamivudine, zidovudine, etc. And drugs that modulate the host immune system, that is interferons. Now, the agents to treat herpes simplex virus and varicella zoster virus are 3 oral nucleoside analogues are licensed for the treatment of herpes simplex virus and varicella zoster virus infections. They are acyclovir, valacyclovir, and famciclovir. They have similar mechanism of action and similar indications for clinical use. All are well tolerated. Among them, acyclovir is extensively studied. Now, acyclovir. Acyclovir is an acyclic guanosine derivative with clinical activity against herpes simplex virus 1, 2, and varicella zoster virus. It is 15 to 20% bioavailability. It has 15 to 20% bioavailability. Oral, IV, and topical formulations are available. Acyclovir inhibits viral DNA synthesis only after phosphorylation by virus-specified thymidine kinase, and which accounts for its high therapeutic index. Acyclovir requires 3 phosphorylation steps for activation. It is converted first to the monophosphate by thymidine virus-specified thymidine kinase and then to the di and triphosphate by the host kinase. Acyclovir is selectively activated and the active metabolites accumulates only in infected cells. Now, the mechanism of action acyclovir is chain termination following incorporation into the viral DNA, competitive inhibition of viral DNA polymerase enzyme, so no viral nucleic acid is synthesized. Now, the indications of acyclovir. Number 1, herpes simplex virus, skin infections, labial and genital herpes, mucocutaneous herpes, and herpes encephalitis as a cream, ocular keratitis as ointment, prophylaxis and treatment in the immunocompromised encephalitis, disseminated disease, varicella zoster viral infection, that is chickenpox, shingles, orally in immunocompetent patient and IV in immunocompromised patient. Now, the adverse effects of acyclovir are ophthalmic ointment causes mild, transient, stinging sensation, diffuse superficial punctate keratopathy, GIT symptoms, headache, neuropsychiatric reactions. Now, ganciclovir. Ganciclovir is similar to acyclovir in its mode of action. but is much more toxic. It may be administered IV, orally, or by intraocular implant. Its activity against cytomegalovirus is up to 100 times greater than acyclovir. And adverse effects are neutropenia, thrombocytopenia, fever, rash, gastroenteritis, etc. Now, the anti-influenza agents. Anti-influenza agents are amantadine and rimantadine, quite an old drug and seldom recommended today, effectively blocks viral M2 ion channel, thus inhibiting disassembly. Amantadine is selective only against influenza A virus and RNA virus but has no activity against influenza B virus. Given orally, amantadine is well absorbed, reaches high levels in secretions, that is saliva, and most is excreted through via kidney. Aerosol administration is feasible. Now, the mechanism of action of amantadine. Amantadine acts by interfering with the uncoating and release of viral genome into the host cell. Amantadine may be used orally for the prevention and treatment of influenza A but not influenza B virus. Adverse effects occurs in 5 to 10% of patients, are not serious. Dizziness, nervousness, lightheadedness, insomnia, and slurred speech are the most common adverse effects. Amantadine also used for Parkinson's disease. Now, the antiretroviral agents. Antiretroviral agents are nucleoside and nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitors. Nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors are lamivudine, zidovudine, stavudine, didanosine, zolcitabine, etc. Non-nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors are efavirenz, nevirapine. Now, the mechanism of action of nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors. They act by competitive inhibition of HIV reverse transcriptase and can also be incorporated into the growing viral DNA to cause termination. Now, the drug is zidovudine. Zidovudine was the first drug to be introduced for the treatment of HIV and retains an important place. It can prolong the life in HIV infected individuals and diminish HIV associated dementia. Given to the parturient mother and then to the infant, it can reduce mother to baby transmission by more than 20%. It is generally administered orally 2 to 3 times a day but can also be given IV infusion. Its plasma half-life is 1 hour but in the intracellular half-life is 3 hours. The concentration in CSF is 65% of the plasma level. Chemically, zidovudine is an analog of thymidine. Most of the drug is metabolized to the inactive glucuronide in the liver, only 20% of the active form being excreted in the urine. Zidovudine has a high affinity for reverse transcriptase. It is integrated by it into the viral DNA chain, causing premature chain termination. Now, adverse effects are anorexia, nausea, vomiting, headache, dizziness, malaise, myalgia, anemia, neutropenia, tolerance, etc. Now, the biopharmaceuticals antiviral agents. Biopharmaceuticals antiviral agents include immunoglobulin preparation, interferons, and monoclonal antibodies. Interferons are a family of inducible proteins synthesized by mammalian cells and now generally produced commercially using recombinant DNA technology. There are at least 3 types: alpha, beta, and gamma, constituting a family of hormones involved in cell growth and regulation and the modulation of immune reactions. Interferon gamma, termed immune interferon, is produced mainly by T lymphocytes as part of an immunological response to both viral and non-viral antigens, the latter including bacteria and their products, Rickettsia, protozoa, etc. Interferon alpha and interferon beta are produced by B and T lymphocytes, macrophages, and fibroblasts in response to the presence of viruses and cytokines. The indications of interferons. Interferons A2 alpha is used for treatment of hepatitis B infections and AIDS-related Kaposi sarcomas. Interferon A2 alpha is used for hepatitis C. Adverse effects are common and include fever, lassitude, headache, and myalgia. Bone marrow depression, rashes, alopecia, and disturbances in cardiovascular, thyroid, and hepatic functions can also occur. Now, the combination therapy for HIV, it is called HAART, that is highly active antiretroviral therapy. Two main classes of antiviral drugs are used to treat HIV: reverse transcriptase inhibitors and protease inhibitors. As they have different mechanism of action, they can usually be developed in combinations, and this technique has dramatically improved the prognosis of the disease. The combination treatment is known as HAART, that is highly active antiretroviral therapy. A typical HAART constitutes 3 or 4 drug combination, would involve 2 nucleoside reverse transcriptase inhibitors with either a nucleotide reverse transcriptase inhibitor or 1 or 2 protease inhibitors. Using a HAART protocol, HIV replication is inhibited. The presence in the plasma of HIV RNA is reduced to undetectable levels, and patient survival is greatly prolonged, but the regimen is complex and has many unwanted effects. Compliance is difficult and lifelong treatment is necessary. The virus is not eradicated but lies latent in the host genome of memory T cells, ready to reactivate if therapy is stopped. Now, the principles of treatment of HIV or AIDS: monitor plasma viral load and CD4 cell count, start treatment before immunodeficiency becomes evident, aim to reduce plasma viral concentration as much as possible for as long as possible, use combinations of at least 3 drugs, that is 2 reverse transcriptase inhibitors and 1 protease inhibitors. Oseltamivir and zanamivir are 2 types of antiviral medications used against the flu virus. These all are about antiviral drugs. So, Allah Hafiz, see you in the next session.